Welcome back to the program. The word on the street is Florida real estate is dying. We're leaving Florida. Can you believe we've been reading that recently? This is simply not true. Don't listen to this. Florida real estate is still very strong. I'm bullish on Florida real estate, and I see it going well for the next couple of years. Hey, but don't believe me. Believe two of the best in the business. If you want to ask me, to my left, Jack Louise is here. Long time, brother. How you been, man?
Good.
Good to see you. How's the wifey?
Good. Everybody's good.
Tell her I said hello. Good to see you. Welcome back, of course. And for the first time, Bent Danholm is here. Bent, how are you, brother? Good to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome.
And
welcome
thank you for having
to our
me.
little show we do here. We're happy to have you here. So I have been reading these rumors, Jack. I'll start with you. That Florida real estate is dying. What do you think?
No, not at all. No, it's a hot spot. You know, so many people are moving here every day, and we've got so much to offer right now. So the market is definitely not dying. It's still hot to trot here in Central Florida, and it's going to keep going and going.
Yeah, what do you think, Ben?
I totally agree with that. I mean, we see people coming in every day, and there's simply not enough inventory in the market to satisfy the people who want to move here.
I agree. How are we looking inventory-wise right now? I know that's normally a good gauge of how we're doing healthy-wise in a market. What's going on?
It depends really on the area. Some areas have very little inventory, maybe 3 months, and some are close to 5 months. But generally, every area is below 6 months, which is a seller's market.
Yeah. So we've been around this COVID thing for a little over 3 years now. The market skyrocketed. We lived through a phase, Jack, where there would be 30 offers on a house within a day. We're not there now for sure, I get it. Where are we now? Where is the balance between buyer and seller as we speak today?
Well, right now, you know, summertime's always hot, so you got a lot more inventory coming on now, being summertime. Sellers and buyers want to, you know, get these transactions closed before these kids start going back to school right now. But there is a little bit more inventory now, so, you know, the buyers, you know, definitely got time to pick and choose, if you would. But, you know, then again, Central Florida's, you know, it's still a hot spot, and they don't make the dirt here anymore. So it's only going up.
That's true. So. And back in the real heavy real estate days a couple years ago, as a buyer, you couldn't ask for concessions or anything. And a seller, you'd be like, no, I want what I want, and you know, cash only at times. What kind of concessions are buyers asking for now?
Well, a lot of buyers really aren't asking for a lot of concessions still, because if the property is priced right, which a lot of them are, then there will be more than one buyer wanting that house. So. Yeah. But typically, maybe small repairs and maybe something towards closing. Sometimes people ask for money towards buying their rate down if they're financing. Yeah.
A lot of what I've read recently, too, is talking negatively about, well, we've had a lot of price reductions in Florida here recently, which, yeah, but don't you think we went through a phase where we were pricing them too high because why not? Because the market was going up?
Absolutely. There was especially a period after COVID where sellers still thought that we were in the COVID period, so they could just ask whatever they wanted, and those houses, they had to have a reduction, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Jack?
Yeah, you know, a lot of the price reductions just, you know, came from an overpriced listing. You know, like you said, if it's priced right, you know, it's gone. It's out of there. But these guys that are, you know, just trying to pull a number out of the sky and get it, you know, those days are over. You know, it's got to be priced right. You know, it's got to be an aggressive price, and it'll move. You won't be doing these price reductions.
Yeah. And when I am looking to sell my home and I want to get top dollar, what are some things that I can do to my house to get it ready for sale, but that's not going to cost me $20,000, $30,000?
Number one is declutter. You know, you want that house to be decluttered. You don't want a bunch of piles of knickknacks all over the place, furniture. You know what I'm saying? You really want it to be decluttered. You know, a lot of room so people can see what they're walking into. The walls, you know, you don't want picture frames on every wall. You want to pull some of that stuff down. And then, of course, clean it, you know. It doesn't take much effort to have a clean house. The house has got to be clean, you know. From the moment you walk up to that front door, you know, the mulch has got to be there in the beds. The weeds got to be picked. You know, it's just got to be a clean house.
I agree. And little things like put your iguana in the cage or something. You know, I know you love your iguana, but these people that are coming through to see your house they probably think you're weird. No offense to iguana. I mean, I'm not trying to judge. It's just I think you know what I'm trying to say here. What do you tell? You get a new listing, Bent, and your seller says, "What should I do without spending $30,000 to really get my house ready for sale?"
Well, all the things I've just said, and maybe look at your paintwork. Does it need a little bit of touch up? That's really, but the main thing is decluttering, cleaning, make sure, and repurpose the rooms. If you have bedroom that's been used as an office, it might be a good idea to repurpose it back to a bedroom so people can see what the real purpose of that room is. Yeah. Also, make sure that the living room and the dining room looks like a dining room. Yeah.
The analogy I hear a lot is, little Johnny's room has baseball bats painted on the walls, and little Sarah's room is pink with unicorns painted. What should I do with that? Should I leave it or should I neutralize that?
Neutralize.
Yeah.
Good old gallon of white paint, it does wonders.
$22. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Overpaint that deep blue wall. Make sure it has a more generally appealing color like white or just a very light gray, maybe.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah. And some listings out there. I'd like to see a couple of them right now. Let's start here. Is this Orlando, I think, Westmoreland Drive? Ben, tell me about that property quick.
Well, that's a house built in the 1950s, and typically College Park house. We put it on the market a few days ago, actually, so it's brand new. It's a lovely house. It's been done a lot to it. It's move-in ready. It's got a newest roof, and it's got a perfect pool in the back. It's a lovely pool.
Park's a cool neighborhood too. A lot of good restaurants and things, and it's kind of like in the city, but a little bit outside of the city.
Yeah, it's close to everything. I mean, you can walk down to Dub Street. Winter Park is actually close by as well. It's not, even though it's an Orlando address, so it's a very, very, very nice area. Yeah.
And then southwest a little bit, this is Ocoee Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah, right down by Lake Stark. We have another. It looks like from the outside maybe like a 1950s house, but I believe it was built in the 1980s. Mm. It's got a lot of cool features. It was designed by Greek lady, so there's a lot of Greek inspiration in that house. It's all custom built. It's a smaller house. It's less than 2,000 square feet, so it's ideal as a starter home or maybe a retirement home. Yeah.
If you'd like to see these properties, 407-205-0400. You can literally see them today. Jack, you love the Geneva area, I would say, right? What's going on up in that part right now?
Right now, the property's still hot over there. It's just your Seminole County out there in that Geneva, Oviedo area. Seminole County is just small, as a county itself. And there's just not that much land left anymore to develop out there. So, when the land, they do come up, they do go quick. I did list a 2.5 acre in Black Hammock. That'll be ready to hit the market here at the end of the month. They're doing some cleanup on that lot and getting some surveys and paperwork in order. And that's probably going to go anywhere from $225,000 to $250,000. Wow. So the vacant land in Seminole County is still bringing a premium.
Absolutely, and kind of a pocket listing for Jack too. So if you'd like to see that one, he'd be happy to show it to you. And there will be no iguanas in that house. Jack, always a pleasure, my brother. So come back and see you soon.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Great to meet you, sir.
Nice.
Thanks for coming in.
Having me.
Talk to you soon. Great job. These guys are fantastic when it comes to real estate in this market. Here's what we'll do. A very quick break. You Have Real Estate continues.